Hello and welcome to this virtual tour of Durham. My name's Ned and I'm a history student in my second year in Grey College. And one of my favourite things to do in my spare time is to go running. So I thought I'd sort of base my virtual tour around a short little running route that I sometimes do. And as I go through, give you a little bit of a sense of my experiences at Durham. As you can see from the map, it's about 3 kilometres, so not too long. But it's a nice little route to do. I quite often did it in the afternoons just as a break from work or to get a bit of exercise. And so I'm going to take you around it and you'll see a little bit of Durham City. So we're starting by the Bill Bryson Library, which you can see in the background. And then in a moment, we'll head down South Road. So going down South Road now, this street's usually pretty busy with people walking to and from lectures. So if you're going to run down here, you have to pick the right time of day. So one of the best parts about Durham actually is that everywhere is within walking distance, which is really nice, and you get used to walking everywhere quite quickly, and actually really enjoy it. I quite often found sort of walking between lectures and back to my college. It was quite nice just to have the walk to get a bit of fresh air and so on. Here, just on the left, you can see the Student Union building. So that's got a bar in it, and it's a lot of society sometimes meet there. Lectures happen there as well, and it's sort of a social, a place to socialise and meet, and often people work there as well. On the left here, the sort of dark brick building, that's Elvet Riverside, which is where a lot of lectures take place. Coming along New Elvet now, following a bus. Few shops along here, and then heading up towards Elvet Bridge into the city centre. So just coming up to Elvet Bridge here, which is one of the oldest bridges in Durham, and some really lovely views from it. And you can see what a beautiful city Durham is, and get a sense of what an amazing place it is to sort of to live and to study in. Still having a look round, and now heading up past the bridge towards Durham city centre. So absolutely full of shops for pretty much your sort of every need as a student. I remember the bookshop was my particular favourite in first year. So coming down Sadler Street now to the city centre, Market Square, where unsurprisingly there's a market every week. Always pretty busy down here. Just off to the left in the distance, you can see Market Hall, which again full of loads of really interesting, really good stalls and shops. So taking a bit of a jump now, slightly further down Silver Street where we were just looking, and on the other side of the area of Durham known as the Bailey now, coming to Framwellgate Bridge. I mean, again, just really picturesque, scenic spot. Quite busy in this photo, and it usually is quite busy as well. So just incredible view of the river, and you can see a bit of the castle and the cathedral. If you look really carefully, just then you could have seen some tarpaulin on the top of the cathedral. So for quite a few years that was being repaired, but it's off now. It's a sort of fun little fact for you there. Probably coming to the toughest part of this run now, which is up North Road up to Crossgate, which, as you can see, is quite steep. Legs usually burning up here, and you'll do quite well not to stop for a little rest. So we're moving into an area now called the Viaduct, which is where quite a lot of student housing is, and a lot of people move out of college for their second year. The vast majority of people move out and live in privately rented accommodation. So this area, sort of known as the Viaduct, is very popular. So a lot of these houses are student houses, and that's that pub was a favourite social spot of for me and my friends in second year. If you're into that sort of thing, so some really lovely looking houses along Crossgate, and a lot of them are rented out to students. Into the final stretch of the run now, which is actually a sort of route quite often travelled by students in their second and third and fourth years to get from their houses to academic departments and to the library. So as we go along that, I'm going to talk a little bit now about one of my favourite parts of the college system at Durham, which is college sports teams and societies. So basically every college has its own set of sports teams and its own set of societies. So societies include anything from music to debating, and sports teams sort of fairly self-explanatory. And if you're in a bigger college, there's quite a wide range of sports teams too. And the reason I think they're such a good part of the college system, firstly for sports teams, it allows you to continue getting involved in sport if that's what you enjoy, but also often quite quite casual level sports. So I've got a lot of friends who probably will admit they're not the best in the world of football, but there's a level for them to play at and to enjoy, and to socialise and make new friends and sort of keep active and keep healthy. So I think that's one reason why I think college sports teams are so great. And the second is often it gives you a chance to perhaps try a new sport you haven't played before. So quite a few of my friends have taken up rowing since coming to Durham, which is something not a lot of people will have ever done before or had the chance to do before, and they really enjoy it. And then society is sort of fairly similar, as in it might give you a chance to try a new hobby or take up a hobby you haven't done before. And both sports teams and societies, they're such a great way to socialise and to meet new people and meet like-minded people as well. And they're a big part of the college experience and something I don't think you can really get in many other places. And they're a part of what makes Durham so unique and so special and such a great place to live and to study and to pursue your interests outside of academics as well. So that route finished just at the library, nice sort of loop, and I'm just finishing my tour with a couple of photos that I've taken on some of my runs while I've been at Durham, just to show what a beautiful place it is, and that there's so many places to go outdoors, and to sort of relax in and get away from work, and just to think about other things really, and to be outside. So I hope you've enjoyed getting a sense of my experiences, and hope to see you here someday soon.